to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations, cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken, cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better.
My hair just wants to stick up today, whatever. Hello, my friends. I feel like it's been a while since we've done a kind of week in the life. I don't really know what it is. Me just taking you along for some fun things through my week. So I'm looking forward to it. Today I am going to be doing some thrifting. I am going out to a different town because my daughter has some sports stuff again. Let me just say, there is a good homeschool sports, I don't really know what it is. I think it's just a guy that's organized a bunch of homeschool sports in Edmonton. And he's done a really good job of having a lot of different things. I think it's a brilliant business model that he's got set up. It's pretty cool. And anyway, so at the beginning of the homeschool year, I signed up the kids for a bunch of things. And now we're into indoor soccer season. And while I'm driving out there, I thought I would check out, I think it's a Value Village. I don't know what it is. There's at least one thrift store that I'm gonna check out, and I'm in the mood for shopping for a couple different things. And this happens often when I go to a thrift store. I'm specifically looking for something, but I also do look at other things. But there's two things that I'm really in the mood for. The first one is classic books. I'm really into the idea of reading deeper, and that's one of my major goals for next year especially. I read The Great Gatsby. I just finished that the other day, and now I'm on to the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. I feel like even if I don't like classics, there are some benefits to reading them. So when I'm thrifting, I am going to be looking for classic books that I don't own already to hopefully add to my collection for a cheap price. And then I also want to look for some home decor stuff. My room, I really want to put some stuff on the walls, and I have an idea of what I want. I've been looking for a while. Nothing has happened there yet. I haven't found what I'm looking for, but now I feel like I have a broader vision of maybe what I could be looking for. So also looking for home decor stuff for here is my main thought. And then I'll probably look, at other things as well, but those are my main things. And then if their clothing prices aren't too bad, I might look for some sweaters, but I know I've been disappointed lately when I've been thrifting for sweaters and seeing that some of the prices are completely outrageous. I like thrifting. I like the thrill of the hunt. I like knowing that I'm giving new life to something that someone else doesn't want. It's helping with the waste that the world is creating these days. I really like that. But I struggle sometimes when the thrifted prices are as much as a new sweater. That can be hard. So I'll look. I'll see what I can find. It's always like that with a thrift store, right? You never know what is going to be there, so you just have to have your mind open to whatever it could be. Gonna look at different things and see what we can find. Okay, this is unexpected. They had, I just barely dropped my daughter off for soccer, and in this community leisure building, they have a little free library type area. So when I go back, I'll drop some books off in there. Yeah, I have a stack of books in my glove compartment because I'm always ready for little free libraries. And I found a couple classics. So I haven't even gone thrifting yet, and I already feel like I'm doing great. I found A Man Called Peter. This is by Catherine Marshall, author of Christie, and this is about Peter Marshall. So I don't know if this is kind of a true story, but according to Goodreads, it has 4.27 stars, and this matches the edition of Christie that I have, which I haven't read yet, but yeah, thought I'd grab that. And then I found Les Mis. It is a pocket mass market type thing, so it is massive, and it's not the translator that I was hoping for. I've heard good things about, I think her name's Christine something or other. That translation. This is Norman Denny. But I thought I would grab it, and if I ever come across the one that I want, or if I decide to buy it, then I'll just pop this into another little free library. So I feel like I'm winning already, and I haven't even gone thrifting yet. So now I'll try to go to the thrift store, and I'll make sure to pop in a few books when I come back.
In the quiet of the night, my head's going so loud. It sounds just like a party. Thoughts spin around like shadows they cast. I'm an overthinker, lost in my mind. I'm always searching for answers I'll never find. That's the every moment, every choice I make, caught in a cycle, can't catch a break.
Okay, I didn't get a chance to share a little bit of a haul yesterday because I bought this sweater and I wanted to wash it so I could show it instead of just showing it on the hanger. It's just a basic charcoal-y gray sweater. I have one that's similar, but it's like a 3/4 sleeve type thing, which does not always cut it for the Canadian winters. So just a nice basic little sweater. And then I did share that I found Les Mis and A Man Called Peter in this little free library thing. I have never seen any other Catherine Marshall other than Christie, which I found in a thrift store or a little free library or something years ago. So I have A Man Called Peter. Well, then I went to the thrift store and I saw another Catherine Marshall in the same cover edition thing. This is To Live Again, her amazing and inspiring personal story, a 15-year bestseller. Once again, this had great reviews and it was $1.99. And then I paid just under $10 for everything. This sweater I think was supposed to be $6 something, but I had $2 off because I have like the Super Savers thing. I get some points. Anyway, so this was $2 plus $2 off of my entire purchase. And then I also found Lorna Doone. This, oh my goodness, this font is so tiny. I don't really know anything about it, but I have heard good things before. I'm pretty sure Shatona enjoys it. I'm not really sure, but I wanted to grab it. I did not check the font size. And then there was some Edith Wharton books. They were $5.99 each. There was 3 of them in the same edition that were hardcover. And so I put up a poll on Instagram asking if I should purchase them or not. And most people actually said yes, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bite the bullet. Value Village does have buy 4, get 1 free. So I would have got my $2 book free, but still I couldn't pay $18 for 3 books when I think they're pretty depressing anyway. So between the little free library and the thrift store, I got 4 books for like $4.50, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna keep going to that little free library every time I go out there for soccer, see if I can get some different stuff. I'm very curious now what else, how often it changes, because it's in a very public space. It's not like most little free libraries that are just on someone's yard or something. So I'm gonna definitely bring a couple of other books next time I go. I brought 3 to replace the 2 I took. Yeah, so there's my little haul. I spent this morning making pasta sauce because I came home from Thanksgiving with a bunch of tomatoes from my mother-in-law, so I've been dealing with those and just doing homeschool stuff. And now I'm going to do some booktube filming. I'm trying to get ahead of videos. Normally, because Bookmas is a lot of videos in December. I start pre-filming at the end of November, and I'm now trying to get ahead of my November videos so that I can get ahead of my December videos. So this one that I'm going to film now is, oh man, although this is going to be annoying because there's clouds and the lighting keeps changing. It's already going to be going up. It's my 40 books I want to read before I'm 40. So if you're interested in that, head to my book channel. But I gotta gather all my books for the video.
Wish that I could just turn it on, like a switch in my brain. So
Okay, I guess this is like thrifting week because tonight I am chauffeuring children again and hanging out in an area where there's 2 thrift stores. So I feel like I just want to take you guys along for that. That's always fun. Once again, looking for the same things as last time. Looking for vintage classic books, and whatever kind of books I can find, but mostly classics. Home decor. Disappointed I didn't find anything last time. Trying to keep my expectations low for this time as well. And then sweaters, if I can find. I know the one place their clothing prices are so expensive, but maybe they'll have a sale or something. So we're gonna be doing that. I have like a bunch of random things. A little health update. So I mentioned a few videos back that someone had commented on another video about headaches and liver issues and that kind of thing. I've made 2 changes since then with the idea that like if those didn't work, there are other minor changes I can make. But I've made these 2 changes and I haven't had a headache since. So I wanted to update on that. If you missed me talking about it a couple of videos back, the person, I don't remember who it was, but thank you to whoever it was that gave me this info. They mentioned that years ago they had constant headaches on the right side, kind of like it felt like a tension headache. That's always what I thought it was. And it turned out they had some like minor gallbladder issues. And I was researching it. There is a guy on YouTube, Dr. somebody, I'll leave him linked, who has some videos on this, and it can have gallbladder and liver issues, or if you have it on the left side all the time, it's your pancreas. It's like inflammation. Very fascinating. I know that I have a liver disease, so as soon as I started learning about this, I was like, oh, well, that is a definite possibility. And I think it's probably been 2 weeks, maybe not even 2 weeks since I've made these changes, and I haven't had a headache since. And I would get them at least every other day, often every day. So I'm feeling pretty good. My 2 changes that I've made are, 1, I'm taking fish oil, omega, oh man, what are they, 3s or 6s? Whatever they are. I'm taking fish oil pills. I'm taking 3 massive honkin' things a day. That's one of my changes. And funnily enough, I haven't been taking my liver pills for a while because I've been out for the last couple of days. And then the other change has to do with my hot cocoa. So one of the things that it mentioned is it can be worse if you are eating excessive nuts. And I like nuts, but I don't eat an excessive amount of them. But I drank, very sadly, cashew milk. And I decided to stop drinking cashew milk, at least to see. And now it's made a difference, and I don't know if it's the fish oil or the milk, but it's made a difference. Also, there's like tractors that seem to only be working in reverse because it's constantly beeping over there. Sorry about that. So I'm trying to switch to oat milk, but I have a few issues with oat milk. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of the flavor. Second, it's way more calories than cashew milk, so it's harder to justify. But the last couple of days I've kind of gotten obsessed, and I'm actually liking the flavor of oat milk with, there's a hot cocoa, it's President's Choice brand. I don't know if this is in the States or not, but it's a peppermint hot cocoa with like little bits of candy cane and mini chocolate chips, and it tastes so good. I bought it back in September and drank a cup, and I was like, well, I gotta save this kind of for like the Christmas season. And it's November, so in my mind it's close enough, but really enjoying this. Although I've noticed that oat milk gets hotter in the microwave than cashew milk does. Yeah, that hits the spot. Okay, so health update, going thrifting tonight. The other thing is, I just realized today what date American Thanksgiving is, which, I mean, it kind of doesn't really matter to me, but as someone who mostly has an audience set in the US, it kind of does make a difference. I thought you guys had it a whole week earlier than you do this year because of when November started. I get it, but that changes my posting schedule a little bit. And I was going to post a video sharing things that I'm looking for Black Friday deals before this video, but now I think I'm just gonna throw that into this video. So probably after my time thrifting or so, I will play that clip. So if it feels like that's a little out of place, like I intended to film that as a standalone video, that's what it was supposed to be, but I think it just makes more sense to throw it into here. So yeah, if it seems a little off, that's why. I think that's all for now. I'm just waiting for this evening to go thrifting and see what I can find. Hey guys, if you are like me, you like getting things on sale for a deal, that kind of thing. And I like knowing that I can save my family money. I don't like to buy something full price if I know in a little while it's gonna go on sale and I can get it for a cheaper price. And so Black Friday is generally the cheapest time of the year. I mean, unless you're spending a ton of money, then it's not so cheap. But that is when products are usually their cheapest. And ever since probably July, I have been making a list of things where it's like, oh, I want to buy this thing, but should I buy that now, or would it be cheaper on Black Friday or Black Friday week or Black Friday month as it has turned into? And so I wanted to share this video today to maybe get the ball rolling in your head of things that you should be looking for on Black Friday, things you could be looking for, just thinking about saving money. Now, obviously, if you see a deal on Black Friday and you buy it, and it's not something you were actually thinking of buying or anything, it doesn't save you money. You ended up spending more money. But my plan is to make a list so I know that I'm going into the day or the week or whatever it is, knowing the things that I want to be looking for, and then only buying them if the price is actually worth it. Some of these things I would maybe buy full price if they never went on sale, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to. So I wanted to share some of the things I'm looking for so that maybe that can help you guys. Okay, the first thing is my 14-year-old. I have been getting her to create photo books for our family. I should pull out, I'll show you some of ours. Okay, so for years I was making photo books on Blurb, and I would make generally one per year. A couple years were exceptions and we did 2. This is 2011. Look how young and little we all look. 2014, the year we adopted Ephraim, and I've got the back as a picture as well. I made these for years and then I sucked at it and stopped making them because I just got overwhelmed. So the last few months I've been getting my 14-year-old to pick up where I left off, and she's been making them. I think 2014 was my last year. Here's a cute one, 2010 when Reiko was born. And I know that Black Friday, they are gonna go on sale, which is great because shipping to me is very expensive and the sale usually at least cancels out the shipping. I should also say what I'm saying for Black Friday is often true for Boxing Day as well, if you want to keep an eye out for both dates. So one of the things I plan on purchasing is photo books. I think she's made 2 years worth already, and I can probably save like $50 to $100 with a Black Friday deal. So that's one of the things I'm keeping my eye out for. I will say too, just on a note about photo books versus like photo albums, my kids flip through these photo books way more than they do our photo albums. And I've generally, like, there's sometimes where I've got like 4 pictures per page if the pictures aren't very significant or I just want to fit a lot in because a lot was going on. But, and this is a really bad example because South Africa, I tried to take as many pictures as possible and put in as many pictures as possible. Okay, we'll find another one. Often I would just have like 1 picture per page or a couple, and this kind of makes a person, you know, curate which ones you want to share, but it can also be overwhelming. Highly recommend photo books over photo albums though. Another thing that always goes on sale for Black Friday is Audible subscriptions, and so I'm going to pay attention to what they have. My kids really make use of the Audible Premium or Plus or whatever it is, the one where you get the Audible library, because there's a lot of free books on there that they will re-listen to, as well as I like to get a number of Audible credits when they are on sale to make buying audiobooks worth it. For the most part, it's not worth it for me to buy them for myself because I don't generally re-listen to books, but both my older kids re-listen a lot, so if I can get them a really good price for an audiobook, it's so worth it. Okay, I have been waiting for this since the summer. I finally got on board, got myself mentally on board with ebooks. And I'm very disappointed to say that the Kindle Color is not in Canada yet. I don't know when it's going to be. It sounds like it might not even be shipping in the States. They have some bugs to work out. So I was originally thinking of getting a Kindle, but I think I'll wait until the kinks are worked out there and the color is in Canada. But I hope to purchase a Kobo, and I want the color version. It's the Kobo Libra Color because I can annotate it, I can get a pen to write on it, and it's color, which may not make much of a difference for a lot of people, but as someone that has a book channel and a book Instagram, I think being able to photograph and video the color of the cover will help a lot. I don't know if color would be worth it if otherwise, like if you're not going to be taking pictures of the Kobo or the Kindle, I'm not sure it's worth it unless you read a lot of like graphic novels and stuff on there. I'm waiting. I keep refreshing the Kobo page to see if it's on sale yet, seeing when their Black Friday has started, and it hasn't started as of filming this. I'm also looking for things that we need for our homeschool. So we're getting close to needing the next book or 2 for Learn Math Fast. I don't know if those are going to go on sale, but I'm going to keep an eye out for those. And then anything else that we need for our homeschool, I'm going to keep an eye out. If they go on sale, that's a great time to buy it. We do get a little bit of money back from our school board, but they only have so much money that they give us, so if I can buy things on sale, I have more wiggle room there. Okay, next is a video game. I was told about this a couple videos back. It's Until Then. No, was it on? It wasn't on here. It was on my book channel. I don't remember where it was. But it's a video game that's like an interactive story. It sounded so interesting. I want to play it. Reika wants to play it. I believe it's only for the computer, so it's on Steam. But Steam has really good sales when they have them, so I'm going to be looking for that. I also want rugs for my living room. I shared that recently, as well as my entrance. We have a ruggable rug upstairs in our TV area, which I really wanted a ruggable rug because they are machine washable, which is amazing. And we wanted that space to be a family space. So if people wanted to have snacks, I wanted it to go onto the rug, not onto the carpet. And then I wanted to be able to wash the rug. I originally thought I wanted a ruggable rug for the living room and entrance, but they are expensive. Like you pay for that machine washableness. So I'm thinking I might just get a rug from Wayfair. Last I saw, Wayfair already had Black Friday preview pricing, so you could see what the prices were going to be on Black Friday. So I need to see if I can find some rugs that I would like. I think there's a few different options, but I'm going to see once the pricing is like actually Black Friday pricing, what I can come up with, because I'm probably going to go that way because it's a fraction of the ruggable price. The machine washableness though, that would be amazing, but I also can't justify buying those kinds of rugs for everywhere. And then I think my last thing that I can remember now. I've probably forgotten some. I've been trying to keep a list, but I've probably forgotten some. That is lotion. So all my kids have very different skin. I mean, I've got 3 different ethnicities of children, and they all have different skin, but they all have a lotion from the Body Shop, which I think is just a Canadian store. Their body butter and like lotion is really good. So I've got one that the cocoa butter works well for, one that the olive oil one works good for, and one that the hemp works well for. I don't know why. And so Black Friday and Boxing Day, they often have like 50% off or close to. So I'm gonna stock up for the year. Well, maybe not for the year, but I'm gonna stock up for a while, especially going into winter when everyone's skin is extremely dry. I want to make sure we have all the lotion that we need. Okay, is that all that I will buy on Black Friday? I don't know if I will buy all of these things. Like I said, it depends what the prices are. But I think that's all I'm looking for. If you guys are keeping your eye out for Black Friday deals, I would like to hear, where are you buying things from? Do you like to buy things on sale? Is it just me? I don't think it's just me. Let me know in the comments.
This is a good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin, beginning to thaw from within. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live. This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window.
Okay, just want to do a quick little thrift haul. I found this sweater last night and washed it. I found, this one was $5. Found this one was $9. I feel like this one's gonna be really cozy. It's kind of oversized and the colors are a little bit out of my element, this brightness, but I think it's fun. I found no novels, no classic books. The ones they had were pretty much ones that I own, or some of them were really expensive. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're cheaper new, or I can get them cheaper quite easily. But I did find everything you need to ace science in one big fat notebook. We own the language arts and the math, and I've been looking for the science and the world history, so this checks one of my boxes. I think we might use this in our homeschool next year. I'm thinking about it anyway. I think it'll be a good resource to have. This is the complete middle school study guide, so it's supposed to cover all the topics that you are supposed to cover in middle school, and it's got like nicely laid out infographic-y type stuff along with the information. My oldest really enjoys these books. And I found 101 Flash Fiction Prompts, the very short story starter for creative writing. This is just short story prompts. I don't know the difference between a regular story prompt and a short story prompt, other than you have the prompt and you have 2 pages to do the stuff. I think that's really it. Although some of them say 60 seconds, 400 words, 150 words, they give you like an actual time frame or amount of words to use. I am really going to do my best to spend 2025 writing. I had more of an idea in the shower today. I've been thinking about writing, ever since I started thinking about writing short stories, it made the idea of writing seem more doable. And I've been thinking about doing an anthology with short stories and poetry. And this morning I decided, what if I made it autumnal themed and I work on it for the next 9-ish months and then release it next autumn? Maybe. I'm thinking that might be a goal of mine. So I'm gonna sit on that a little bit, and maybe for 2025 I'll kind of take you guys on my writing journey a bit. So, little haul. This all cost me $26. I had a $2 off coupon from the other day when I went, because I did a survey. So a little bit more money than I would like, but still all cheaper than buying it new. And this afternoon I am taking another kid to another thing and going to an antique mall. I'm going to go to a different one, and my oldest wants to come with me today. I think she's going to love the antique mall. So this one is just like a little farther down the road than the one I went to a couple weeks ago. So if it's all of a sudden terrible, we can go back to the one that I went to, but that's what we're going to get up to next.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right and the way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium. The limit of love is endless, I know. Just do what you want with me. Yeah, I want it all. Could care less the cost. I give you my everything. Some would say I'm insane in the right and the way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know, and give me your freedom. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium. And give me your freedom. Whoa, yeah, me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Once you're pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it.
Okay, we made it back. I don't know if I would have bought anything if I was by myself, but Reka, she's an influence. She bought it actually way more than I did, but she found this cool vintage, what is this even? I don't know what this is. Some kind of little booklet magazine thing. I have no idea. This is from July 1948, and it's got some different pictures and things throughout. I think this was kind of inspiring her for writing purposes. Then what we actually spent money on, I spent about like $5, is tons of vintage photographs. There are all sorts here. She really wanted ones with people, so we got a lot of those. I think I bought like 5 of them. They were between, and some of them are postcards too. They were between, what were they? 50 cents, and some of them were $2. Most of them were $1 though. So that is a huge antique mall, but I think I preferred the one I went to a couple weeks ago, because the one I went to a couple weeks ago, it is smaller, less people, way less people, at least for when I went, which was the same day of the week and the same time of day. And it was more antique-y. Whereas I feel like the one we went to had a lot of stuff that was like, oh, those are toys from my childhood. And the other one was like a lot more like, oh, those are toys from, or items from like my grandparents' time. So, I mean, depending what you're looking for. Plus, there was way more applicable like books that I would read at the one the other week. I'm still kind of debating going back and seeing if I can grab the 2 books that I wanted that I thought were too expensive, but now that I've like looked up, I think they're actually decently priced, so we'll see. But it was fun. It looked cool. Lots of variety. We didn't see everything. I was so very tempted to buy the $95 typewriter. If I had more money, I would have bought that. But, you know, $5 of photographs is kind of where I'm at. So that was my week. Lots of thrifting and antiquing, and behind the scenes, tons of filming to prep for Bookmas. I'm about a week ahead of my filming right now. I was hoping to film another video today, but I won't have time for that. Hopefully I can, you know, slowly get more and more ahead so that in December I don't have to film every single day. I'd rather film every day in November and have wiggle room for if something goes wrong, if I get sick, or if the creativity just drains away, which it might. So thanks for joining me for the week. If you guys go thrifting or antiquing, I would love to hear what are the things that you guys keep your eye out for. Anything that you saw in my videos that you would have grabbed, let me know.